we're talking. I knew it was going to be a good day for baseball when I was at the pizza shop, and a guy walked in behind me, walked right in front of me, and ordered. Okay. And then turned and looked at me, and I thought, well, maybe here's the apology. And he went, yeah, I don't think they're very good. And I was wearing this shirt, the Bend, Oregon shirt, right? Like, I don't know.
Thought it was the Pink Floyd?
I had no idea where this was going. And he went, yeah, Chris Sale would have made a difference. And I'm like, oh, we're talking Red Sox. I didn't know, but I'm like, yeah, the Sale for Grissom trade is probably going to be maybe it took some heat off the Mookie Betts deal. I don't know. But I said, I'm going to hassle anybody's home team in person. Not when I can do it from the safety of the internet. And I'm like, at least you got crochet signs long term, right? Yeah. He said, yeah, that's true. And I said, yeah, but Bregman's gone at the end of the year. Mark my words. You don't put in 3 opt-outs in a 3-year deal.
Ouch, man. That's a little bit of a dagger. You could have let that one go.
No. Got it. I'm just keeping it real, That's what we're all about here on the Eternal Baseball Podcast. I'm Mark. He's Brett. We're back together again. Always good to have the tag team champions assembled.
I like the stark contrast of our backgrounds. You got this nice, clean, like Scandinavian minimalism. I just got this bunker. I'm in the bunker.
You got all your stuff. I don't have any of my stuff. We talked about it a little bit last week that I'm in the brand new Mojo Dojo Casa House, and it's a little sparse right now, but it will get better.
Yeah, it's just minimalistic, man.
Yeah.
You're going for the Scandinavian look.
That's why all the furniture is put together with little dowels and mechanical things I click. But yeah, it's gonna be a good show tonight. We got some of our diehards with us. Say hello to Cameron,
Dave.
Say hello
Welcome,
to Dave.
Brian.
Say hello to Brian. Say hello to Munchkin. And yeah, we do. I say this every year, and we got to get better at this. We need to get more of the teams represented early so we can dive into some of the really, really essential playoff, make or break matchups. Because we've got the North leading Tigers are playing the East leading Yankees this weekend. The Astros, who are trying to catch the Braves in the NL South, are playing the NL North leading Cardinals this weekend. And Anaheim, who's still got a snowball's chance of catching Oakland in the West, is playing Oakland in the West. I say Anaheim. Just if I say Los Angeles, I got to qualify it. So we had 3 really good playoff ramification matchups, but we're running out of weeks, and we still got 2 teams who've never been on the show in prime time this season. So that's what we're doing this week. We get the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. We also get Robbie dropping by, one of our big Tiger fans. And Cameron Fletcher has a proposal I need to share with you about adjusting our playoff format. So he put a lot of thought into it. So I will flip that your way and we can discuss.
Okay.
This year we've already announced it, so no changes now. But I think in the end, given the whole mid-season reboot for season 5 is going to be the black sheep season, maybe. Although we did have, was it season 3 where nobody hit? Like 14 20 game winners and 8 guys who hit 300. That was a lean year.
It was a dead ball. The dead ball era dropped on us pretty hard there.
Definitely a dead ball. But it's good to get the Twins on the air, particularly because if you've been paying attention, Roto was always Kirby Puckett fan number 1.
Well, I don't know about number 1, but
really?
Maybe west of the Cascades. I may have been the number 1.
I'm just saying he's your all-time favorite player, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I mean. I'm sure there's somebody out there with.
I don't want to mess with the Twin City crew, man. Don't hold this on me. Like, west of the Cascades, I'm in the conversation. But
no, I'm sure there's somebody out there with Kirby Puckett wallpaper made out of individual fathead purchases. So
I said west of the Cascades. I meant west of the Rockies.
So
excuse my. I misspoke there.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's probably some guy out on Cannon Beach going, "Screw you, we're done." Kirby.
Munchkin, get out, man. Come on.
I got Kirby forever.
Block this guy. Block Munchkin right now. Come on.
What's going on? Oh, boy. Torrey's better.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was a good picture of Torrey at the Hall of Fame looking at Kirby's plaque. Oh. Anyway. Torrey's actually in eternal baseball, but with the Angels. So, anyway.
Torrey was a very good player.
He was. I think he was underrated, but
yeah, for sure.
but yeah, I think Puckett was the guy. Let's see. So, boy, the birthdays are kind of rough this week or today. Ranked by career WAR, all the players in baseball history born today. Number 1, Ken Oberkfell.
Hey, I love Ken Oberkfell.
No, I had like 22 WAR for his career. That's absolutely fine. But he's the top guy.
Great beard. Great beard.
Good for him. So I just put in some real names, but just some ludicrous guys from the bottom of the list. So happy birthday to Ken Oberkfell, to Ben Grieve, to Miguel Cairo, to Cy Block, Ox Miller, Renee Latchman, and Dick Nold. So kudos, boys. Hope you get your flowers and your and all the candles on your cake. Well, the guy who should be getting flowers, Baltimore's Ken Williams, hit 2 more home runs today. He's up to 62.
Woo!
Nobody else in eternal baseball history has hit 60. And we got 13 games left.
This is his Maris season, man.
Yes, yeah, he's got a shot at Bonds. Like, it would take a hell of a finish. But Baltimore's still has an outside shot in the East trying to catch the Yanks, but they're firmly in charge of that number 1 wild card spot. So I guarantee you, nobody wants to play Baltimore in the playoffs, not with the Energizer Bunny just circling the bases, homer after homer after homer.
That's amazing. That's kind of like what did the computer call Lamahua? Our first season where DJ just went crazy.
Yeah. This is something. And this is that modifier that every season, every player's baseline stats are modified anywhere between down 30% and up 30%. The down 30% we like to call the Ty Cobb effect. And the up 30%, I think, will forever be the Ken Williams effect, because I think he maxed out at like maybe 41 homers in a season. So, I mean, he had serious power, especially for a guy who played for the St. Louis Browns. This was a long time ago. He's only an Oriole because that's where St. Louis moved. But 62 is, getting a 50% bump on your best ever season against the best ever pitching, all in their prime. Got to say,
respect.
So, charmed life for Ken Williams. Elsewhere, a couple of good hit streaks going on right now. Cleveland's Larry Doby is at 14 games. Milwaukee's Cecil Cooper is at 10. Philly's Bobby Abreu is at 11. Like they even care in Philly, right? They clinched like 2 weeks ago. They're just taking a nap, waiting for the playoffs. The hot team right now is the Yankees, who have won 6 games straight. And a team to keep an eye on are the Tigers, who've dropped 5 of 6. And Cleveland was almost out of it, but now they've won a couple, and you drop 5 of 6. It's a good way to make the race more interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. And with that, let's take a look at the week that was. Let me share my screen here. You should have seen it. Last week was fantastic. Not only was I running solo, but my computer system, which is just moved over from the old house, same things, same chords. The mouse was crazy laggy, like it wouldn't move fast.
Huh.
And I could not, man, I tried everything before and after. I updated the drivers. I tried a new mouse. I changed the USB. And then this week, because it's the same desk, I just got a mouse pad. And that's it. It's beautiful now. But last week, flying solo with a laggy mouse, it was an interesting broadcast.
You were just getting some weird reflection from your white walls that just
I don't know what
made
it was.
It screwy.
It's all the same thing, but I got an $8 all black mouse pad to go on my all black desk, and now it's like just thrilled. So Fine with them. Okay, so let me pick this great screen, share the audio, and pop it up. And here we go.
All right.
So a lot of teams in red over there on the left. Red teams, of course, have been eliminated from the divisional races at least. But there's only a couple of teams close enough to fight for the wild card, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Pink, of course, means rough week. Gold means good week. And we are way out here. Hold on. There we go. In week 24. And don't let 3 weeks left fool you, because that's a 6-game week. They're all 6-game weeks. 2 6-game weeks and a 1-game week there at the end. So it's going to wrap up pretty quick for week 27. But the good, the bad, and the ugly this week. Baltimore 5-1, Chicago 5-1, the Royals 5-1, and they hosted the Birmingham Knights. So that was the victory lap right there. Like, hey guys, just a little 3-game set on our way to the playoffs. Because the Royals have clinched that American League South. They're the first team to clinch the South that wasn't Birmingham ever. So it was a good run. It was a terrible year for the Knights. And then the teams that are and the Yankees 6-0, we talked about them. Teams that scuffled this week: the White Sox at 1-5, Tigers 1-5, the Mets at 1-5, and the Rays at 1-5. So, and if you got your Hawkeye vision on, you can see that we've already got next week's game set up. The Diamondbacks are the last team that we haven't had on the podcast, and St. Louis is still in a bit of a dogfight for their division. So that game does have some potential playoff ramifications. That'll be next week. And that saves the last podcast, or maybe 2 left, for us to highlight like a critical game down the stretch, because we will have gotten everybody on the show.
Perfect.
So that's our week that was. Here's the standings. San Francisco's a game up on LA. That's been a fantastic race all year. The Braves are up 5 on Houston, pulling away a little bit. Again, only 13 left to play. And I think that's your magic number in the far column here if you're looking at it. So 8 left for Houston. Chicago overtook. I missed the St. Louis. So Chicago's back in first. They got a 3-game lead on the Cardinals. Cincinnati is just bordering on getting knocked out of division playoff competition, but they may have a shot at the wild card. We'll get into that. Here's Philly with a 36-game lead in the East. Now, it didn't help. Now, some of this was that they had to play Philly, but Montreal, New York, and Washington all had dreadful seasons. So no help there. The defending champion A's are 6 games up on the Angels. Kansas City has clinched the South.
I can't believe how bad a season Birmingham had. That's
so
stunning.
Bad.
Stunningly bad.
Like all the hitting and all the pitching. Like nobody had a good year in Birmingham. Cleveland is 5 back of Detroit, and that got a little bit closer this week as Detroit scuffled. New York and Baltimore are both playing well, but the Yankees have a 6-game lead. Now, the one thing that I'd love to get changed on the program that we use, which is Action PC Baseball from DKSports.com, would be a better look at the wild card races in the regular standings. But you got to pop up this separate menu. But you can see it down here. So this takes out all the division leaders. And remember, there are 2 wild cards in each league. So in the National League, the Dodgers are only 1 game back of the Giants out west, but they're also the top wild card team, with the Cardinals just 1 game back. And then the Reds are 8 games back of the Cardinals. So possible, but it's getting late, as Yogi said. It's getting late early out there in Cincinnati. And then in the American League, Baltimore is well in control of that top wild card, with the Angels 10 games behind them. But the Cleveland's only 1 game behind the Angels, and Minnesota is 7.5 back. Now, this is representative of tomorrow's games because I've simmed tomorrow's games, except for the one we're about to play. So, coming very soon to a ballpark near you, it'll be the Eternal Baseball Playoffs. And if you're new to Eternal Baseball, or if it's complicated, because it is, we have 8 division winners, And the two top division winners by record in both the American and National Leagues will get buys out of the wild card round. And then what would be your number 3 seed, a division winner, will host the second wild card team. And then the number 4 seed will face the number 1 wild card team. So just looking at, like, say, the American League right now, Yankees have the best record. Oakland is second. So they would get buys out of this round. Detroit would be the 3 seed. And Kansas City would be the 4. So the top wild card team would be the Angels, and the number 2 would be Cleveland. So the Angels would play the 4 seed, that's Kansas City, and the Guardians would play the 3 seed, that's Detroit. So there you go. Clear as mud. If that went too fast for you, subscribe to the Eternal Baseball newsletter. It's free. It's on eternalbaseball.com. Just sign up, and I'll print it out in all caps and double spaced, so we can all follow along. So that's what's up in the standings right now, and I think we're ready for baseball. So let me fire up. And again, here's tomorrow's scores early if you want them. And you'll see I controlled the lineups for some of the critical games today because I wanted to make sure the best guys were starting for both squads. So nobody the next day was like, hey, how come Pedro Borbon was DHing for Cincinnati? I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So, but the only lone game left on the schedule is, one thing I want to pop up here. Had this great big Angels-A's game today. It was Nolan Ryan against Vida Blue, right? This is from tomorrow's schedule, actually. And wouldn't you know, if it wasn't Vida Blue with a no-hitter, how many pitches? He threw 135 pitches. So, or no, only 103. Sorry, 103. So, Vida Blue won the 17th game with the double stuff rating, and took down the Angels in a pretty important game. So we'll make sure Vida gets his pub tomorrow on the site. But for tonight, we got Texas and Minnesota. So let me fire this up. Both human. So the pitching matchup today is, and boy, cover your eyes if you like good pitching, because the Rangers have had a rough year. The bullpen's not bad. But today it's, who was it? Oh, Kevin Brown, who's way down here, who pitched. It's funny because a lot of people remember him as a Dodger or a Marlin or a Yankee, but he spent the first 8 years in Texas. He was a rookie in '86. I don't remember him that young, but
yeah, interesting.
Good for him. So it's Kevin Brown against Jim Merritt. And while you're here, take a look at Walter Johnson, who's one of my favorites, who has 42 starts this year and has snuck into 9 games out of the pen, because 42 starts ain't enough. He's 22-20 and has thrown 348 innings. So
jeez.
Probably the best thing for that right arm if they actually don't make the playoffs. But they didn't call him a big train for nothing. So we're going to look at, here we go.
Look at Tom Kelly, dude.
Yeah, Tom Kelly running the Twins. So let's look at the batting here against right-handers. Okay. So Morneau is highly rated, but not active. I guess they're playing Herbeck more than him. So it's Dozier, Knobloch, Herbeck, and Manouche are our top 4 here. I assume we have Knobloch leading off.
Sure.
He can play second or left, but outfield gets a little crowded for them, although that makes Dozier DH probably. If you want to split
Let's
them.
put a curb in the 2-hole.
Mr. Puckett, come on down. Look at that 10 for center field. No wall too tall. Puckett Wrecking Company. So then that's righty. It's probably Herbeck, who's got a hell of a gut-wrench suplex. Ask Araganta about that. Brad Dozier DH is Heine Manouche, Can play anywhere, left or right.
Wait, was there a picture? Did Tom Kelly used to wear those Zubas? Those pants?
I don't know.
Pants,
maybe.
Right? Like that tiger stripe pants.
I want to
Google that real fast.
Yeah, it was pretty much the Road Warriors and Tom Kelly. That was the Zubas demographic.
There's no way I gotta look that up.
They looked hella comfortable, but I don't remember any Zubas marching around bed high.
Oh yeah, that's it. There's one. Classic photo. Twins manager Tom Kelly smokes cigar, rocks Zubas sweatpants during batting practice in Metrodome.
Talk about job security. Smoking on the field with Zubas.
Oh man, too good.
It's
worth Googling.
Yeah, maybe I'll change this photo. We'll get good Joe Mauer in here. Catching. Goslin can play right field. A lot of lefties all of a sudden. Third. Okay, Harmon Killebrew plays a terrible third base, but he gets him in the lineup. Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know if there's inspiration with that.
It's a good question. Last week I called Cecil Fielder or Prince Fielder Cecil Fielder. Oops. So we're gonna get. I don't know if it's Cecil or Cecil, honestly, but Travis will be the shortstop. And Twins look ready to go. Over on the other side, as always, the Rangers can hit. My favorite bit is that they get a lot of production from at catcher, but from Jim Sundberg, not from Ivan Rodriguez. So, and I don't know much about Jim Sundberg, but he's highly rated as a catcher too. So definitely got some options here. But they're facing a lefty.
He had a funny quote about how he was an all-star catcher until Charlie Huff arrived.
Yeah, Charlie Huff ruined a lot of catchers.
Or, sorry, Gold Glove catcher until be brutal to try to catch Huff.
Man, here's Adrian, and Huff changed teams a lot at the end, right? So always coming on to a new spot, and the catchers are like, "Son of a bitch, you signed that guy." So we got Juan Gonzalez and Adrian Beltre. We'll get Kinsler up top. Kinsler's a great story. I think I've told it. Highly recruited high school shortstop. Came to ASU, had a good freshman year. Next year, they brought in a new hotshot shortstop, Dustin Pedroia, and told Ian Kinsler, "Hey, you're moving to second base." And he said, "I got news for you. I'm moving to Mississippi State." So off they went. And later on, teammates with the Red Sox, I think just 1 year. Here's Frank Howard.
And those are the days we had to sit out a year too, right? I mean, that was a big decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you just have your agent figure out a signing bonus. And, there's Rafael Palmeiro, Michael Young. Pudge. Another 10, got like that. Former AL MVP Jeff Burrows, but he's not active. Looks like it'll be G-Roto. Who do you want in center? Rusty Greer or Josh Hamilton?
Let's put Josh Hamilton there.
Yeah, pretty sure. Because then we can keep our eye on him. And then
that swing, man. When he had that swing going, though, holy moly, gorgeous.
I mean, I'm glad he got his career right for at least some of the time.
Yeah, he had some big numbers.
He did. I'll never forget that the home run derby in Yankee Stadium, where he just cranked and wore himself out in the semifinals, and then Morneau won.
Morneau, that's right.
But nobody remembers Morneau hosting the trophy. They just remember. Oh, look at this. Jim Sundberg fan. I don't even remember Game 6. That's about when I first started watching baseball, actually. About 85. Munchkin remembers.
Wait, he was on? That was the Royals?
Must have been. Yeah, Cam's a Royals fan. And a Cubs fan. But, okay, so I think we're ready for baseball.
Oh, the Don Denku tribute. Okay. Yeah.
Number 26.
There you go.
Merit. Leading off for Texas, second
You
baseman.
got audio there,
Number
Roto?
3.
I do. Yes, we're
I
good.
did it right. I need a better picture of Kevin Brown. That looks like high school photo day, right? In front of the standard backdrop.
The Sears backdrop.
All right, so we're controlling Minnesota. Texas goes to the computer. And we're off and running. Literally. There goes Ginsler.
Right fielder, Juan Gonzalez.
Great mustache.
That
So
mustache. And if you added up both eyebrows, he's got 2 mustaches. So not bad. Kinsler steals on us. Wasn't even looking.
I remember,
lefty on the mound.
Gonzalez in all the Nintendo games that we had, the baseball games, was just a monster. Like it was that perfect era where we were playing all those games, and the guy was just an absolute monster.
Yeah, he was a complete terror. Absolutely. I still have just like that. RBI machine. Oh wait, do we hold him?
Fielder,
Held him at third.
Frank.
Okay.
Howard.
Here's Frank Howard. Now Frank was pretty much I think it was a Dodger first, but then he was the face of the Washington Senators, the second Washington Senators, who were no good, and they moved to Texas, and he was still with the club, and he only played like 40 games in Texas before they traded him away. He was about done, but he had 2 killer nicknames when he played in Washington because he was 6'7", I think, in the 60s. So they called him the Capital Punisher, well before Frank Castle was terrorizing New York. But the best one, they called him the Washington Monument. I'm like,
perfect.
Dude, that's good.
Well
but
done.
I was happy we got a photo of him here in the Rangers helmet because there weren't that many photos of him in Rangers stuff. He's a terrible outfielder, but man, he could hit.
Cameron has a royal story.
Yeah.
Third baseman, number 29, Adrian Beltran.
That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. Yeah, he had a decent run in Detroit, but his magic was definitely in Texas. Here's Adrian Beltre. Don't touch his head. Oh, good.
Oh,
It got Adrian Gonzalez Adrian Beltre trying to steal. Oh wait, it wasn't Beltre. It was Juan Gonzalez. The disrespect for Joe Mauer's arm.
Pitching for Texas.
All right,
Kevin
1-0 Rangers.
Brown.
Listen.
right.
Leading off for Minnesota, second baseman, Chuck Knobloch.
You know what? That ain't terrible.
Yeah, take it. That was all right.
Come on, we can fix it. I think we can fix it. I don't fault the computer on that. It looks like Knobloch.
Knobloch.
So Knobloch, right?
Knobloch.
Perfect.
Hey, wow. Dialed it.
All right, Chucky.
The Cameron had a good one too. That probably would work.
Oh, there you go. Knobloch. All right.
Ooh. Oh, he's there.
Center fielder,
No, he's not.
Kirby Puckett.
Look at this now. I chose this picture, of course, on purpose, right? This is him rounding second base after that walk-off in the World Series, right? Got, other than the catch at the wall, same series. I mean, this is the iconic Puckett pick.
So good.
Oh, Kevin Brown's sinker is the truth, though.
First baseman, Kent Herbeck.
We went to school with a kid at Cascade Junior High in Bend, Oregon, who was like, yeah, my uncle's in the big leagues. And we're like, whatever, kid. New kid, right? Like, oh, the new kid's got an uncle who's a major leaguer. What's your name anyway, kid? Ben Herbeck? Like, wait, how do you spell that? H-R-B-E-K? We're like,
That's like, okay. You're in the inner circle, trust.
yeah, he wasn't Ben Mattingly or Ben Boggs or something.
Yeah, if this is a lie, like that's a phenomenal lie. You're doing a lot of background research.
Yeah. I'm Ben Canseco. Like, you're awful pale for a Canseco, but okay. Here's Ken Herbeck. Oh, test the legs.
Let's see. They gone. Is Morneau on the team?
Morneau is on the team.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get time at first base.
Palmyra.
Yeah. Palmyra.
Speaking of mustaches.
Glorious.
And the best point in baseball history, right? Sitting in front of Congress. We got all of that.
Jump.
Yeah, right? Way to go, Goose.
Yeah, that congressional testimony was
young.
He would have been better just going the fifth route.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to check and see if how a Gollum Cameron or Ken Herbeck looks next time. I got into it with Twin Sands on a message board once about him throwing hip tossing Ron Gant off first base in the World Series. He didn't push him. Dude, just give it up, right? It wasn't a bad play. It was just dirty. And the weird thing is, Ron Gant was built like Randy Orton, right? Like,
yeah, that's a pretty impressive physical feat.
Catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
Here's Pudge.
Did you get it?
You got it.
All right.
Heine Manouche with his Heine on the fence.
Center fielder, Josh Hamilton.
How much dip do you think's going on over here? Holy smokes. Usually there's like a tennis ball on one side, right? But he looks fully loaded. Here comes the Goose. Taking care of business.
First
was
baseman.
Palmero? Was he? How is he fitting with Viagra? Was he selling it for a while?
He was the first like sports guy.
Was he the pitchman?
Right? Yeah, but it was before the steroid stuff started. Right?
Okay.
And everybody was joking like the next ad should be, if you need a little physical enhancement.
That's awesome.
Hi, I'm Rafael Palmero for Viagra. And there's Teixeira.
It must be a strange phenomenon just to have them, just a dump truck full of money just shows up.
Yep.
It's like, I don't really want to be the face of Viagra, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Teixeira at 82% to steal. I watched a lot of Teixeira when he was with the Yankees. And with a lefty on the mound, that is the amount of disrespect. Let me keep him close. 94.
Wow.
Come on. And Mauer's not a bad catcher.
He wasn't terrible.
96. And I can only go over twice. You know what? I'm going to pitch out. Screw this guy. Now he's 82. Fine. Harmon flashing the
designated hitter, number 9.
Right, throw over again. If I threw over again, it's a block. All right. Here's Brian Dozier. That's a bad pick. I probably got to change that. That looks more like the fan you don't want to sit next to. At the
looks like a couple of the guys I saw at Talladega last week.
Yeah. That guy's looking straight frat bro, right? Like, come on. Michael Young's all over it.
Left fielder, Heine Manish.
Oof. We'll let it go, but pretty sure it's not Manish.
Oof.
Right
field.
hit the
roof. I gotta find a new photo of the stadium because they still got the rain tarp around home plate here. That's dangerous. All right, here's Wonga. Killebrew's killing it over at third base. Oh, Kirby time. Yeah. He's Adrian Belcher. Who the Dodgers traded away, I think, like
catcher
4 years
number
into
7,
his
Joe
16-year Hall of Fame career. Like, I don't know why Beltre didn't work in LA, but
Third baseman,
with a
Harmon
single.
Killebrew.
Is that 28%?
Yeah.
There we go.
Hard to steal with a catcher's mask on.
Oh,
look at that.
Send him.
Frisky Killebrew.
Cecil, Travis.
Second and third, Cecil Travis, nobody out. He's not that good a bunter, otherwise I'm thinking the suicide squeeze might be fun, but he's only a 4. Nobody out. Ooh. No, Gonzo's under that. But he doesn't have a great arm. And Joe Mauer's got bad legs, so
where we at?
1 out, 63% chance safe.
What are you thinking? Should we do it? Let's do it.
I always look at the next 2 guys, right? Do the next 2 guys have a 63% chance to score him? Probably not. So, yeah, go ahead, Joe. Send Killebrew to third, 45%. There's the throw.
Oh, he's gone.
Man.
Bummer.
Chuck Knobloch with a tapper. And that's how you go from second and third with 1 out and no runs scored.
That's right. I guess we took it out of Puckett's hands.
Yeah, right? Sorry, Gerb.
Dang it. We got a little excited there. Got a little over our skis there.
So Palmeiro hits a sinking liner to right. He couldn't quite keep it up. Goslin has a 56% chance to catch it if he dives.
Always.
Okay. Great play by Goose Goslin. Look at this. Yeah. We're known for being aggressive and not very well informed, though.
That's kind of our MO.
Yeah. It's who we are, man, right? To thine own self be true.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's Michael Young. Hitting it to Gollum over there at first. Okay, here's Pudge, 2 down. Oh, man. Yeah, that makes sense. I missed the hefty bag, but okay. There's Pudge with a single. He's 76% to steal. I don't remember Pudge tearing up the base paths.
And they are not respecting this battery the Twins have right now.
All right, that's a little better. Here's Josh Hamilton. Kirby on the wheels. Yeah, no problem. And Kirby. They always say, man, you make a great play in the field and you come right up, boy.
Oh, my. Look how bad Howard is in left.
Yeah, Howard's terrible. And he was always bad. Here's, what is it now? 2-2 to Puckett.
Actually, Gonzalez is pretty poorly rated, too.
Yeah, with a weak arm and the curb 6. Kent Herbeck got a lot of that one, though.
Oh, that's gone.
Look at him go. Your nephew is proud of you, Kent. Oh, you know what?
Interesting.
That's a lot more than I thought.
I would not have guessed that many.
And did he play 20 years, though? I mean, here's Brian Dozier representing Alpha Sigma Sigma. The big for the big Herbowski. Herbowski, sorry. Yeah, but that's just like your opinion, man. Here's Chaim Manouche.
Oh, we got it.
No, Hamilton's all over that. Look at that.
Wow. All right.
Here's Mark Teixeira. Let's see. Killebrew's a wizard at third.
He's holding up.
Yeah, meanwhile, Frank Howard's like, he's not that good.
Yeah.
Here's Ian Kinsler. Testing the puck and failing. Juan Gonzalez. Pop out to Chucky Knobloch. Goose Goslin.
This game's going pretty quick.
Yeah, but we only got 3 hits. Now we're talking. Time for that catcher speed. 19%, Roto. 19.
I can't really hit and run, can we? I guess not.
Here's the logo. Maybe I should have. Oh, big takeout slide at second, though. 2 down for Cecil Travis. Oof. Didn't even bother throwing the first. All right, so here's Frank Howard with the Coke bottle of glasses. Great play, Heidi Manouche. Here's Adrian Beltre. Oh, it scoots past Bucket.
What? Oh.
Oh, it just says it's a frozen rope in the gap. Rolls to the wall. All right. No error on it. Just bounced weird. So the runner on second, 1 out. Here's Rafael Palmeiro.
Pudge had 25 steals 1 year? That's amazing.
Holy smokes. Probably had a bet, right? With a teammate, right?
Well, I mean, how does he get the green light like that, man?
Yeah.
He must have had a really bad season.
Yeah, it could be. Could have been a contract year. That's a good point. Here's
It seems like it was a contract year. You'd want to not steal as much, just in the slim chance that you get injured, right?
That's a good point.
Nobody really cares in that position. I don't know, unless you're Jason Kendall.
Right? The only guy Pittsburgh's ever paid. All right, here's the puck. I think that got down. Double for Puckett. His 31st on the season. Very nice.
All right.
So runner on second. Twins are down 2-1. Here's
Ken Herbeck.
Looks like Hamilton's got a beat on that.
Tag up. Can you tag?
It didn't even give us the option. So must have been a low percentage. So with 2 down, it's Brian Dozier. Taps to Teixeira.
Was Teixeira that good of a glove?
He really was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe as a Yankee fan, I may have been. It was weird because they went from Mattingly, who caught everything, to Tino, who caught everything, to Giambi, who was an absolute Benihana chef over space. And then they went to Teixeira, and it was like our long national play.
The clouds opened.
One of Giambi's first games, like it was a low throw, and it just skipped under his glove. And I was like, I hadn't seen that, right? I hadn't seen that. We had this nice.
He probably did He probably did one of those wild stabs, right? Like really flamboyant, like waves.
I remember him looking at his glove, like the glove had failed him, and I'm like, "No, dude, that's all you, Jason. All you."
Oh, that's funny.
Here's Pudge. Here's Josh Hamilton. And Marshall Scher. Merritt has pitched pretty well. Oh, did Manouche bone that? Oh, it bounced off the wall. Teixeira with a double. As we continue to look at Pudge's big contract here in 99.
That would have been, I mean, go 30-30 as a catcher. That would have been outstanding.
It's funny because Pudge is Mr. Ranger, right? But my enduring memory of him is as the Marlins catcher, right? Because he had that put out at home plate to finish a series against the Giants. And the throw came in and he caught it and he just got absolutely bulldozed. But a straight on shot, not like didn't get his leg or anything. And he just went backwards and did the somersault and then just stuck the ball up in the air. And that was the final out. And it was real cool.
So
Even though I didn't care beans about the Marlins, but it's such a good play. And the kind of thing that can't be replicated now after the rule changes. I'm fine with the rule changes, but it's just a different game. Oh, I hear you. All right, here's Ian Kinsler. Still a Sun Devil, at his core. Kind of like who's the Washington Commanders quarterback?
Jaden Daniels?
Jaden Daniels, who was ASU for 3 years.
Was he? Oh, wow.
Yeah. believing the Herm Edwards garbage. And then he was like, for a senior year, nah, bro. Went to LSU, won a Heisman, high draft pick, had an incredible rookie season.
He was so
Washington.
good.
And I'm like, he's still a Sun Devil, baby. He's still Sun Devil to me. Ian Kinson will test Harmon Killebrew, also known as the Logo. He's up to task. We're cruising right along here, with the Rangers hanging on to that 2-1 lead. On a completely separate note, did you see Mason Miller's game last night?
No.
He was trying to protect a 2-run lead or something for the A's. Got 2 outs, walked 2 guys, gave up, I think, an RBI single. I think hit a guy, walked the next guy, gave up a grand slam.
Ugh.
And I'm like, Skip? I know he's the guy, but there were a couple signs there that it wasn't going to go well.
He had the Rob Dibble line.
Dude, his ERA went from like 0.4 to like 3.8. Like, and as a reliever, right? It's going to take him forever to work that down. Man. And I don't think he was even disappointed when the ball left. I think he was just happy to get off the mound. Right? Just like, come on.
Funny.
Here's Heidi Manouche.
The Bartman game.
Oh, Bartman game. That's a tough year.
Moises Alou just didn't want it enough, man.
Right? We made a
pure lack of effort.
We made a figure at McFarland Toys of Moises Alou the next year, and we made it of him getting ready to catch a fly ball.
Oh, no.
But he had signed with the Giants, or got traded. I think signed with the Giants. So it was only in a Giants uniform. But Cubs fans knew what we were doing. Right? They knew. Because you couldn't even see the ball. He was just like in perfect position, camped out, waiting to catch a fly ball.
There's just a slight, you just added a slight shadow over
it. Yeah, some shading.
That was a tough break.
Yeah, we had some mouse issues last week. So, yeah. Here's Goose Goslin.
Track 3.
Sitting down. Joe Mauer. Got some of it, but Hamilton's up to snuff. So runner on first, 2 down for Harmon Killebrew. Walking. Okay. We got a little something going. Oh, I did this backwards. And Fletcher's exactly right. Because I believe there was 1 down. And the very next ball, not next ball, but next to bat, was a tailor-made double play ball to shortstop. And Alex Gonzalez, who was brilliant in the field, just whiffed it right under his glove to left field. So he doesn't get enough hassle for one of the old back-breaking playoff errors of all time. All right, I don't think we're going to let Cecil Travis hit here in the bottom of the 7th. The 2 runners on.
Morneau, what are you thinking?
Morneau's not active. So we can't grab him. Just because you have so many other options at first base. From Herbeck and Killebrew, and Mauer plays first. Bob Allison plays first. Gaddy plays first. So for the guys we have available, they're not that much better, but Bob Allison is a 720. Wait a minute. Sorry, we're just looking at their regular OPS. We want to focus in on versus righties. So it looks like it would be Mitch Garver, but that would mean we don't have another catcher.
Well, how about Rod Carew, man?
I could do Carew, but his numbers are actually a little bit lower than Travis. But it is Rod Carew.
So we'd have to put in.
If Travis went out, I think it's Placido Polanco or Jorge Polanco.
So should we just go? Yeah, let's just go Travis.
You gonna let Travis hit?
Let's do it. Keep it simple.
Run, Travis, run.
Terrible decision. Why'd you let me say that?
Right? Look, I'm very accommodating. If somebody else wants to make the call and then suffer the consequences.
Way too much rope all the time. Just hang myself left and right.
That's it. Here's Juan Gonzalez. Oof.
Next batter.
Yeah. Luckily, it didn't hit any fans.
Oh,
Lord. So 3-1 Rangers. Here's
God, Gonzalez just killed us this game.
Yeah, he murdered us. Poor play by Travis.
Jeez. Insult to injury.
Here's Adrian Beltre. Oh, we might get 2 on this. Howard's slow. Look at Herbeck. Like
wow.
That. Or a cursed hobbit. Either way.
Cursed hobbit.
Here's Rafael Palmeiro.
Wait, was Smeagol, was he a hobbit or was he a human?
He was a hobbit originally.
Was he? Okay.
Yep. He and another hobbit found the ring in the water, or his friend probably found it.
Yeah.
And it spoke to him, so he took care of the friend and
gotcha.
Went and hid the ring forever. Here's oops. Somebody out there says it's a pretty good baseball podcast, but it's a rotten Lord of the Rings podcast.
Yeah, right.
That's fair.
People are loading up to like get us with some lore.
Yeah. Here's Chuck Knobloch. We're at the bottom of the 8th, down 3-1.
So like, well, actually, into Silmarillion, like.
Yeah, right. I think that was published after he passed, and it was more like notes than anything else, right? It's not a very good book, but
I started trying to read it one time. It's like, this is a little too academic for what I'm looking for here.
Yeah, it was like the undiscovered Tolkien tome, right? It's like, oh my God, it's like, no, it's not good.
It's yeah.
All right, so Rhoda, we're gonna put this squarely on your shoulders.
All right.
So we're down 3-1, bottom of the 8th. Knobloch on first with an 81% chance to steal, and Kirby Puckett at the plate.
Oh man, tempting. It's stupid. Pudge.
Yeah, and Pudge behind the plate. Don't worry.
I think we just got a hit.
All right.
Brown's getting up there in pitch count. Let's hope for the best.
Oh, he's throwing over. Knocking Knobloch down to 55%. Yeah, Cam agrees.
Get through.
What was I was looking at the thing? Puckett and rope.
He lined up
right to the but Knobloch's back. Now 74% for Knobloch. Oh.
What are you, 74? Yeah.
Cameron says send him. You didn't say anything. That's
hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Fletcher. Off he goes.
Terrible jump.
Meat.
Terrible jump. Dang it.
All right, Herbeck.
That ball was in Pudge's mitt by the time before he actually took off.
And just like that, we're out of the inning. Normally, it's you and I running ourselves out of an inning. But we appreciate that. We definitely avoided the double play. That's true.
There's always a silver lining.
Here's Michael Young. And Pudge. Now, I suppose I gotta look at the Texas roster. Because, they have Wetland, who's been great. His whip is .696. Like, come on. So, if they don't have him warming up, they should. So, let me get over here and grab Texas. They also have Mitch Williams. That's not bad. Hey, how about we put in Mitch Williams? Right-handed Wetland. Here we go. All right. And give control back to Texas. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. Twist their arm.
He hasn't pitched a bad game so far.
Really hasn't. And Puckett's been phenomenal. in center field. Just gotta say. Here's Teixeira, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 down. And Harmon Killebrew.
Wow, did he just? Man, he's had a good defensive game.
Right? So 0 for 3, Brian Dozier. So it's Dozier, Manouche, and Goslin. And I don't think we have any better options there.
Well, Garver maybe.
Wait, Garver's not better than Manouche or Goslin. So
okay.
Yeah, we got nothing.
Man, Cruz had a down season, huh?
Yeah, Cruz had a rotten year, especially with lefties. Yeah, I mean, he is lefty, but that never bothered him in the big leagues. But all right, Brian Dozier, it's 3-1. Sitting down. Kevin Brown's only thrown 106 pitches. Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right.
And Goose Goslin with 1.
Wait, hold on. Do we have a pinch runner? Do we have a? Hey, Cruz pretty fast when he wasn't he?
Yeah,
early on.
Let's see here.
Let's see where he's
Who's
at.
stealing bases for us? Yeah, Rod Carew.
Let's do it. All right.
Get in there, Rod.
Carew is the new runner at first.
What's he at?
31.
Heartache.
But maybe he'll keep us out of that double play.
You want? I mean, we could hit and run, maybe. I don't know.
Up to you. You know what? Cameron said, "How about a hit and run in the night?" You feeling froggy, Cam? Let us know. We got time. We're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, we're kind of killing it schedule.
Yeah, last week we were still entering the lineups. That's not that far from the truth. It was a long show.
All right.
Let's go for it.
Got the green light.
Let me make sure everybody can see that. Everybody got that? You got that? Okay.
Come on, Goose.
Talk to me, Goose. Oh, he's throwing over. Cruz at 75%. I like it.
Whew. Do we straight?
We're hitting running.
Oh, we're curve.
Oh.
That's a pretty good blast on left field line there.
Right. Kevin Brown. Cameron, are we hitting and running, or are we straight?
What's Crew out there?
It don't matter. It's 31% right now.
Oh, all right.
2-2.
I guess it just hits away, huh?
Yeah.
2 strikes.
Away now. Oh, and he taps it to Young.
Oh, no. Oh, what an awful way to end it.
It's over.
The final score from Target Field, Texas 3, Minnesota 1. Kevin Brown is the winner. He is now 5-4 on the season.
Yeah, that
Jim Merritt is the loser. He is now 9-7.
It wasn't even in the strike zone that much.
One on the season.
Merritt didn't
Rafael Palmeiro hit number.
No, look at Brown though. The strikes versus balls.
Time of the game: 2 hours, 22 minutes.
And our MVP is Kevin Brown. All right, fair enough. I thought maybe Gonzalez would get it, or Palmeiro would get it. But they were biggest is empty homers, so.
All right.
So just like that, look, you can't hurt back. He's so proud of the effort. The team really played hard. They got orange slices afterwards. That's good to see. So there you go. It's Texas 3, Minnesota 1. But more importantly, Minnesota 1 as in, 1 appearance in the prime time, the bright lights of the Eternal Baseball podcast. So we'll take care of Arizona next week, playing St. Louis. And then who knows for the last 2 shows, whatever games have the most playoff implication, we'll get them to you right here. And then, we're only 13 games away from the Eternal Baseball playoffs for Series 5. So looking forward to that. So if you're new to the show, we appreciate you joining us. Please like and subscribe. That always helps us. We're all over the place. If you want to find out more about Eternal Baseball, you can find everything on our homepage at eternalbaseball.com. You can find us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. And we take fan suggestions all the time. We took them live on the broadcast tonight. But if your team is right on the edge of the playoffs and needs a tweak in the rotation and the lineup and the roster, give us a shout online, send us an email. We will consider anything. And if it makes statistical sense, we'll make that change. Like we always say, we'll never know a team better than their diehard fans. So
very true.
help us help them, and we'll see if we can't get your team into the playoffs. And if your team's been eliminated, it's their fault, not ours. So with that, thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you next week for another thrilling edition of the Eternal Baseball Podcast.
Good night, everyone.